Yes. Good morning. In this lecture series, we see about the how the different types of power plant is working. The last class we see about the steam power plant. Okay, the what is the main source of steam power plant we discussing is like a chemical energy, thermal energy, steam energy, mechanical energy, and the electric energy. So now move on the coal fired the steam power plant. Okay, so these are the overall construction for the steam thermal power plant. Okay, so how they are located in each component. We're discussing few. I have showed that here. Okay. So where is the coal fire plant? Where is the cooling tower is placed? What is the main source of power plant is located? Okay. So this is the 2D construction for the overall thermal power plant. Okay. So here I shows the number which is represented in the each of element. Okay. So for example, the one is the cooling tower, the cooling water. So this is the outcome or final out of the that is a exhaust gas can be going from this cooling tower. Okay. What is the primary source is this number is shows as a transmission line. Okay. So now this steam power plant is by using of coal. Okay. So number 14, the coal conveyor. Okay. The coal can be stored in a certain stage. The coal can be is a hopper and pulverized. Okay. Then pulverized process can be processed the heat in the steam. That steam is can be converted into hot water. That is a hot water is converted as a steam. Then the steam is going on the further process and generate the electricity. So what is the main purpose of cooling tower is, so once the process can be cooled down, okay, so by using of the pump, okay, so it is can be extract the water by cooling towers. Okay, so the exhaust can be is coming out from the cooling tower. It is it shows that. Okay, and also the 27 is like a fuel gas tax. Okay, so that is the if you're burning the water. Okay, yes, correct. If you're burning the water, is can be exhaust smoke can be separated. Is after filtration process can be separated and processed to the atmosphere. So these are the main outcome, main source of or main working of main component of the thermal power plant or steam power plant. Is also called as a steam power plant, thermal power plant. So let's move on this next one is like a nuclear power plant and is also called as a atomic power plant. Okay. So why they call it as a atomic power plant is it is a main source. Okay. It is the main source for the nuclear power plant is atomic. That is an atom. So the main working process for here is atom that is called as a uranium. Uranium is the main source for the nuclear power plant. So how is a nuclear power plant is working? So for example, the nuclear energy is a convert as a steam energy. Then the steam energy is a convert as a mechanical energy. Then the mechanical energy is a convert as a electric energy. So these are the process to be carried out for the nuclear power plant. Once the nuclear energy is can be transferred as a steam, that steam then move for the mechanical. Then finally we extract the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So these are the simple layout for the how the steam power plant is working. Okay. So let's move on the simple construction. Here I show that the left side and right side diagram. So the left side diagram is shows the how the energies can be generated. That is the nuclear. How the energies can be transferred. Okay. That is the secondary part. It's a primary and secondary. Okay. So the primary part here is uranium fuel. Okay. So the uranium fuel is can be main source of the nuclear power plant. Once the neutron hit the uranium, okay, it can be continuous chain process. Okay, that continuous chain process is going infinitely. Once this process can be started, okay, the nuclear power plant get start to work. Okay, so then what have to next stage is by using of pump. Okay, the feed the water through the container of the nuclear power plant. Okay, it is covered by the containment of the building. So what is the purpose of containment of building is to if the radiation is not coming out from this wall, so that is the main source. Okay, so once this the water can be feed to the container and this steam is can be enter into the steam turbine. The turbine gets start rotate again. The rest of the water is going to the condenser and the condenser is coming out from the water pump, then going to process. Okay, so and also main important is like a control rods. So what is the purpose of control rods here is the entire process can be stopped. Okay, so once the uranium neutron hit the uranium, it is a continuous process. Okay, once the process cycle is started. So when I'm stopping the cycle, okay, so I have to using the control rods. So what is the here control rods is the heavy water. D2O. They simply called as a simple name called as the D2O. The heavy water only the stop the control reactions. It is the slow down. Okay. So what is the slow down means? The slow down the neutron. So it is a certain speed of your neutron can be hit the uranium. Then only the process can be started. Otherwise, the slow down neutron if hit the if the uranium, the process cannot start. Okay. Once this process can be going continuously, the steam is converted as a steam turbine. The steam turbine is can be transferred as a generator. Then generator is can be transformer. The transformer into the electricity. These are the process can be carried out. And the cooling tower is main purpose is the more amount of heat can be extract in the process through the atmosphere. So that is the main purpose of cooling water. Then the cooling water, what is the source of here is water. We already discussing the graph. Okay. So the cooling tower, the water can be source is a main. Okay. That water can be cooled the tower, the entire process. Okay. So that water is can be going to the condenser and the pump feeding. Okay. Then the enter into the primary source, then coming from the steam, then moving for the generator. So these are the cycle we have to continuously rotating for the nuclear power plant. So these are the simple construction for the how the steam power nuclear power plant is working. So it is a main objective, the steam power plant. If you know the steam power plant working, that is the objective for this main nuclear power plant. Thank you.